There are days that pass quietly, calm, uneventful, and easily forgotten. But every once in a while, the universe chooses differently. A day arrives not with thunder or warning, but with stillness. And yet, it changes everything. For Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, that day came quietly. No fanfare, no spotlight, no script, just a modest venue, a few stage lights, and the sound of two pairs of footsteps, drawing closer. Closer than they had been in years. Two names, once whispered in the same breath, now reunited in the same room. And suddenly, time slowed. Yibo stepped in first, cool, composed, a vision of calm control. But behind his usual charisma was something unreadable in his gaze. Something unspoken, something soft. Then came Xiao Zhan, his smile warm and familiar, the kind that could light up a stadium. But that day, it faltered ever so slightly. As if his heart beat louder than his confidence. As if he was holding back a wave of emotion only he could feel. And when their eyes finally met, there was no dramatic pause, no scripted embrace. But there was something far more powerful. A silence, electric, no greeting, no denial, just a gaze, long, lingering, loaded with meaning. As if, in that split second, two hearts recognized each other again, quietly but unmistakably. We all remember how it began. Back on the set of the Untamed, when two rising stars created a phenomenon. Their chemistry wasn't just acting, it was alive. Magnetic, real. Fans didn't just ship them, they believed in them. But once the cameras stopped rolling, reality didn't follow the script. What was magical on-screen became complicated off it. Agencies stepped in. Public pressure mounted. Fandoms were divided. Some fiercely supportive, others caught in rivalry. The internet turned their friendship into controversy. And eventually, there was silence. No closure. No answers. Just distance. Two once inseparable souls, now strangers. For years, YiZhan fans held onto memories. Every interaction, every glance, every behind-the-scenes clip. They rewatched old interviews, dissected subtle smiles, and read between lines that were never meant to be lines at all. But even hope can grow tired when the silence stretches for too long. Then came that day. It wasn't a premiere or an awards show. It was just a group event, one of many. But something was different. They were placed on the same side for a group photo. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe fate was tired of waiting. Yibo stood a few steps away from Xiao Zhan, angled slightly toward him. Not enough to be obvious. But enough for fans to notice. Zhan didn't look directly at him at first. But then, at one moment, their eyes met again. And something shifted. Not in the room. Not in the world. But in them. A small smile curved at the edge of Yibo's lips. Not for the camera. Not for the fans. But for someone who once stood beside him as a partner. In art, in ambition, and maybe, in something more. Social media exploded. Hashtags trended within minutes. Hashtag YiZhan reunion. Hashtag Wang Yibo Xiao Zhan. Hashtag the day they met again. Fans wept. Fans screamed. Fans held each other through comment sections and live streams. Is this it? Have they finally reunited? Could they have kept loving each other all this time? Some said it was just coincidence. Others believed it was fate inching forward. And then came the whispers. A backstage sighting. No videos. No photos. Just words from staff who were there. They spoke. Quietly. There was a softness in the air. It felt like peace. Maybe it was just a hello. Maybe a few short words about the past. Or maybe, just maybe, it was the beginning of healing. In the days that followed, subtle signs began to appear. Yibo, who rarely posted personal things, liked a quote. Some connections never fade. They wait, patiently. Xiao Zhan, in an interview, was asked about old friends. His answer was gentle. There are people who stay in your heart, even when they're far. No names were spoken, but the fans knew. Because YiZhan fans don't just watch. They feel. They've waited years, not for headlines, not for scandals, but for a moment. A single moment of proof that what once existed, still lived. That moment came not with fireworks, but with stillness. No declarations, no confessions, just the presence of two souls in the same room again. Two energies that once aligned so perfectly, sharing the same space. It didn't need to be loud to be meaningful. Because love, real love, isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's just there. Breathing quietly between two people. In the fandom world, we talk often about ships. But this wasn't just a ship. This was a story, a journey of two hearts that once lit up screens and warmed millions. And now, after everything, they were seen again. Together. Some say it was closure. Others say it was a new beginning. But maybe, it was neither. Maybe it was just a reminder. That not everything breaks forever. That some threads, no matter how frayed, still hold strong. And maybe, just maybe, their story isn't over. Maybe it's just waiting for its next chapter. YiZhan fans understand this. They don't ask for flashy comebacks or public announcements. They don't demand explanations. They just wish for one thing. To see Yibo and Zhan, however briefly, remember what once made their bond unshakable. That day, the universe gave them that. In a world filled with noise, this kind of silence felt holy. Sacred, like a secret only a few hearts could hear. So maybe it wasn't a big reunion. Maybe it wasn't love rekindled in full flame. But it was something real. And in this world, that's everything. Because when two people who once meant everything to each other cross paths again, and the air around them softens, that means something. Maybe that's enough, for now. So tell us, do you think this was just coincidence? Or was this the first page of a new chapter? Do you believe Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan still carry that bond, quietly, deeply? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you felt even a fraction of what we felt, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Because something tells us, this story isn't over. Not yet. And we'll be right here. Waiting, watching, hoping for the next quiet miracle.